Hello everybody, how's it going? My name is Sir Hohen and today we're going to be playing some VGC 2015 Wi-Fi battles on Battlespot, of course. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon recently and I've really gotten into the game. It's really fun as I do try and find an opponent right now. As you can see, my team is pretty generic. Kind of running it a little safe right now. I'm kind of just testing things out. My rating right now is not very good, 1545 with 7 wins and 4 losses. I went on a really strong run at the beginning with, I think I got 6 wins in a row, but then I just got 3 losses afterwards, back to back to back, and it was really bad. So anyways, as we jump into this battle here, we find Buccio. He had a rating very similar to ours, and he's running a team of Blaziken, Sylveon, Bisharp, Kangaskhan, Cresselia, and Thundurus. Now he's got 2 potential megas here in Blaziken and Kangaskhan, and it doesn't really look like he's going to use Mega. It doesn't look like he's going to use the Mega Blaziken. His team just looks more centered around Mega Kangaskhan. Again, he's running a lot of generic mons like I am, so it's going to be a pretty interesting battle. Now, the threats from my team to his are definitely he doesn't like the Bisharp. The Bisharp poses a lot of it's a threat just to his team. I mean, it can knock off the Cresselia, it can Iron Head, the Sylveon, it can Sucker Punch a lot of things. It's a threat. So I think he's going to try and lead something to counter. He may lead with Cresselia. So I don't know. I actually think I'm just going to go pretty safe here with my leads. I'm just going to go Kangaskhan, Suicune. If he decides to lead with Thundurus, I'm going to bring a Moongus and maybe switch him in just in case if I need to. It could be a Life Orb Thundurus, which can one-shot Suicunes, even though my Suicune is very bulky. And I have to bring Bisharp in the back. I mean, yeah, looking at his team, he's pretty Bisharp weak. So yeah, I'm going to lock him, and hopefully we do well. I'm interested to see what he led with, because it was really hard for me to predict what he was going to lead with. I honestly think he's going to bring in that Thundurus, which is why I brought the Amoonguss. Yep, Thundurus and Blaziken. So that's interesting, and I lead with Kangaskhan, Suicune. Automatically I put pressure on his Blaziken, so I think that Blaziken's going to protect, which I'm going to go. I think he's going to protect. We're pretty low in the ladder, so I assume that he's going to protect. So I'm actually going to. I don't know if I should double up into, or actually no. I'm going to fake out the Thundurus, and I'm going to Tailwind with Suicune. Let's see. Hopefully he doesn't attack with that Blaziken. I'm guessing he won't. Okay, he decides not to fake out. That scares me. He's probably going to knock out this Kangaskhan here, which is going to be really big for him. Goes for the low kick. Is that enough? Yes, that's enough. Wow. So, terrible misplay on my part. He's going to gain a lot of momentum. However, that Tailwind does help me. It doesn't look like this Thundurus is very bulky, so I think an Ice Beam from Suicune can knock it out. Wow, this Blaziken gives me a lot of problems. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. I'm actually going to bring out Bisharp here. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to bait him into attacking the Bisharp so I can try and gain some momentum. I'm going to protect here with Bisharp. I'm going to try and get some... No, I think I should knock out this Thundurus, because the Blaziken can't really do much this weekend. It can use a fighting type move against it. But the Thundurus, since it doesn't look very defensive, very bulky, I think it's packing a lot of heat and attack. So I feel like Thunderbolt could definitely one-shot my Suicune. So I'm actually going to opt to Ice Beam here. I still don't know if this will KO. I'm hoping it does. Let's see. Bisharp protects. Blaziken protects as well, okay. Let's see if this Ice Beam... Thundurus opts to go for the Thunder Wave, actually, hoping to paralyze my Suicune before I can even get off an attack. But Suicune does manage to get the Ice Beam off. And takes out the Thunderous. Okay, that's good. Now we have some momentum going our way. Next turn, I can simply Scald the... yeah, I can Scald the Blaziken, and I'm probably going to switch Bishop out, dependent on what this person brings in. He decides to bring in the Kangaskhan. Okay. So what I think he's going to do is I think he's going to fake out. If he has a fake out, he's definitely going to fake out this Suicune. So I'm going to switch this Bishop out into Amoonguss. And I think I'm going to protect here with Suicune. There's no reason not to. I mean, unless this Kangaskhan predicts that and goes for the power-up punch onto the Amoonguss slot, which is actually, now that I think about it, very tempting for him, since Bishop is out there. He might want to do that, considering I just protected with Bishop. No, I think I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna go for what I initially thought. I'm going to switch Bishop out for the Amoonguss, and I am going to protect with the Suicune. Hopefully this Kangaskhan is rocking fake out. If he's not, then I could be in trouble. If that happens, if he does the power punch, that'd be another misplay on my part. Okay, he does go for the fake out, just like I thought. And Blaziken goes for the low kick on the Bishop. On Amoonguss. Eats that up. Amoonguss does very well there. Now, what am I gonna do? This Blaziken, he's gonna go for the... he's either gonna go for the Flare Blitz into my Amoonguss, or he's gonna protect, because he doesn't want to take scald damage from the Suicune. So actually what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to Spore the Kangaskhan. And what's this Kangaskhan gonna do to Suicune? And I'm going to... I really want to predict him to protect. I went for the Scald. Man. Wait. He faked out without Mega Evolving. I didn't even notice last turn. He just went for the Flare Blitz. Okay. Okay, my Amoonguss is somewhat defensive. Does not live it. Hopefully the Scald can knock out the Blaziken. See, it takes sizable amounts of damage from the Flare Blitz. Oh my gosh, goes for the double edge. That is huge power. Brings Suicune to less than half. Proccing the Citrus Berry. Hopefully I don't get Parahaxed. Let's see. Scald does connect. Knocks out the Blaziken. Okay. So now I'm bringing in the Bisharp. Alright, he goes for the Cresselia. Okay, so that's perfect because Bisharp does so well against Cresselia. As I do bring out this shiny Bisharp. Sorry about that if you heard, my mom was in the background. She just walked in. She told me that there was some lunch, but I'm not necessarily hungry now. Right now, I'm hungry for a victory. Alright. So what is this guy going to do? I'm actually thinking about doubling up into the Kangaskhan, which I think that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to Sucker Punch Kangaskhan, or actually no. I'm going to protect with Bisharp first, and hopefully I can get a Scald off onto this Kangaskhan. If I'm successful, then maybe that'll put it into Sucker Punch KO range. He goes for the double edge onto the Suicune. Beautiful play by my opponent, knowing that I was most likely going to protect. He probably went for the Calm Mind as well. Calm Mind. Oh my. Alright, so I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch on this Kangaskhan. Seeing as it has Fake Out, it's definitely going to KO since it can't really go for anything else and it can't switch out. And this Cresselia, what is it going to go for? It can't lower my speed because if it does, it gives me a Defiant boost. What does it have? Psyshock. Just goes for another Calm Mind. I don't know if that's the best play for my opponent. Now, should I go for a knockoff or should I go for the Sucker Punch? I don't think a Sucker Punch will KO, and I think I'm faster. I'm not sure, but I just don't know what this Cresselia wants to go for. I'm thinking, what could it go for? Maybe it could paralyze me. I don't know, because normal Cresselias usually run either Psychic or Psyshock. If it's a Calm Mindset, then it might have Ice Beam. But Psychic moves don't affect my Bisharp. So I don't know what he wants to go for. I'm going to go for a knockoff. The match was forfeited. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, what can this guy possibly do? Alright, so this is a win for us. After a terrible, terrible start. We started so terribly. That was really, really bad leads. And I made terrible decisions at the beginning, just letting that Blaziken run rampant against my team. But we were able to counter it with Suicune. Thankfully, we did not get parahaxed. So, yeah, that was a pretty good game. Not too long. Alright, do I want to continue battling? Yes, we're going to play one more game before I do go have lunch. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to hop into a battle here. Our rating did increase to 1561. Still very low down the ladder. I think before my next episode I'm going to play some more games so that I'm not this low. I don't have low caliber games. But that last game did prove to be pretty good. Maybe it's just me. I guess I suck. I don't know. But I don't know, you know? Alright, we're waiting for an opponent here. Yeah, I just want to talk about the losses real quick. The losses that I have were really weird. Like, they were against teams that they didn't have Pokemon that you would necessarily expect in this format, as we do find Bruce from the United States, Texas. Actually, I'm from Texas. I live in Florida right now, but I was born in Texas with a rating of 1636, and he's rocking a... Oh, is this a Sandstorm team? I think it is. Mega Salamence, Aegislash, Amoonguss, Tyranitar, Rotom Wash, and that thing. I hate that thing. I really do. I don't like it. For some reason, every time I see, I actually forgot what that Pokemon's name is called. I am so sorry. I I don't see it often, but when I do, it causes me so much trouble. It looks like a mole, so I'm just gonna call it the mole right now. You guys are probably like screaming right now, like, how does he not know this Pokemon's name? What the heck? He doesn't really play Pokemon. He doesn't like it. No, I honestly just don't know this Pokemon's name. Okay, so besides that, what is this guy gonna lead with? I mean, I feel like he's okay with just leading his sand. He might just go Tyranitar and Mole. Tyranitar Mole. So what do I want to do? That's Rock Slide Central right there. Rock Slide Central. I think actually a good counter to that would be this Garchomp. This Garchomp's really good against this team. It can knock out. It can get super effective damage off on 4 out of the 6 Pokemon here. The 2 Pokemon that really give it trouble are Rotom Wash and Amoonguss. So just in case he opts to lead with one of those, I think I'm going to bring. I'm going to lead. Sorry, this Amoonguss with it. Just in case. I'm also going to bring Kangaskhan in the back. And do I want Suicune or do I want Bisharp? I don't really want Talonflame here. Talonflame can't do much. I'm running out of time. Decisions. I'm going to go Suicune. Suicune just because it can Ice Beam. It can Ice Beam the Mega Salamence. It can Scald the Mole and the Tyranitar. I mean, it could do a lot of things. I say that the Pokemon that's going to give me the most trouble this game is going to be the Rotom Wash. The only really thing that I have for it is this Amoonguss. And it did not lead with what I thought it was going to lead. It ended up, he ended up going with Salamence and Tyranitar. Now, something about this Salamence. On the typical, for as much as I know, on typical Sandstorm teams, the Salamence tends to be special or mixed, like a mixed attacker. So he got the Intimidate off, which is really big, and I feel like he's going to target this Amoonguss. So I'm actually going to Dragon Claw Salamence to try and get some damage off. And I'm going to bring in the Suicune to try and eat up whatever he's going to dish out. He's still thinking. I don't know if that's a good play. I don't think it is, honestly. I think, again, I picked the wrong leads. I really thought he was going to bring that, the Mole and the Tyranitar, both as a lead, but he did not. He ended up bringing Salamence, and that ended up being the perfect Pokemon to bring to counter Amoonguss and Garchomp, because not only did it get the Intimidate off, but it puts pressure on the Amoonguss and kind of forces me to switch there, which I do. I bring out Suicune, and let's see what he goes for. Is he going to Mega Evolve? Yes, he does. Bruce's Mega Bracelet activates, and Salamence Mega Evolves. Wow. That is one powerful croissant. Okay, so what? I forgot this thing had Ice Punch. It's Scarfed. I forgot. No. Why am I so bad at this game? See, this is the reason why I'm uploading videos. Not only do I want to get input from, like, not only do I want to, like, make content for you guys, but I also want your guys' feedback. Okay, I want people's feedback. What am I doing wrong? What plays should I have made, and when should I have made them? You know, I want this to be a learning process for me. I don't just want to have this channel and do nothing with it. I'm going to bring this Kangaskhan out. I think that this Tyranitar is going to switch out because it's locked into Ice Punch right now. It can't do Diddly Bupkis. So I'm actually going to... Is he going to... I feel like he's going to protect. I have to make some plays here. Losing Garchomp at the beginning is really big because Garchomp was really good against his team. He might actually bring in the... Gosh. Is he going to bring out the Aegislash? Because that would be the perfect mon to bring out in this situation. I feel like he is. Do I predict that and not Mega Evolve? Well, I gotta make some predictions. I'm not gonna Mega Evolve, I'm gonna Power Punch up into the Tyranitar slot, and I'm actually going to go for the Tailwind. Withdraws Tyranitar. Let's see if he goes out into Aegislash. Goes out into the Rotom. I should have Mega Evolved. I thought he brought the Aegislash. Salamence Protect, like I expected. Let's see. Alright, Power Punch. I get +1. Wow, +2 would have been so good against the Salamence. I could have one-shotted it now that I have the Tailwind up. I mean, it was a good play, but I wish that I had Mega Evolved. Because a return just ain't going to do it. A return is not going to do it against the Salamence. Okay. So now I'm going to Mega Evolve, obviously, and this Rotom wants to burn me. I'm actually going to return the Rotom. And this Salamence, I don't know, it's going to run rampant, honestly. Since he's going to burn my Rotom, I predict him to target my Suicune. I know that an Ice Beam's not going to KO. But I should want to put it in KO range for Kangaskhan. So I might opt to Ice Beam it. You know, just to put it in KO range. I really need to gain some momentum. I am in a pickle. I think I might end up just protecting with Suicune. I know that I have a Tailwind up and that's a waste of return. I have to pick. I'm gonna protect. He withdraws Salamence. Okay. Excadrill. That's what that stupid Pokemon is called. Freaking Excadrill. Blah. Words. Okay. So Kangaskhan Mega Evolves here. Look at that mama. Alright, let's see. Big damage. Come on, let's go. Knock out that Rotom. Knock it out. Don't protect. I just realized it could protect. Okay, let's see. Don't have Citrus Berry either. Ooh! One shot! Oh my goodness, that is powerful. Okay, we take some Sandstorm damage. But that was a great turn. I should have Scalded the Salamence slot. If I had Scalded, I was thinking about it. It was in the back of my head. I'm like, he's probably going to want to switch out. because he thinks that an Ice Beam's gonna one-shot, but I know that it won't. Alright, this Kangaskhan is posing all sorts of threats, all sort of threats against his team. I have to see how fast my Kangaskhan is, because this Excadrill is probably gonna outspeed. Let's see, this Salamence, what does he want to do? What do you want to do, Salamence? You're not gonna protect. You're gonna attack. I'm gonna... No. Actually, if I knock out the Salamence, then Suicune has a great time against this team. Especially under in a Tailwind, which I think is going to run out this turn. I haven't been keeping track. Another thing that I should do... Salamence is bulky in defense, though, but Rotom's bulky. Okay, I'm actually going to return the Salamence, and I'm going to switch out into Amoonguss. I'm going to preserve the Suicune because it poses a lot of... it poses a big threat to this guy's team. Excadrill protects. Okay, that's actually perfect. Alright, come on. But both of them protect. He's stalling out the Tailwind. That was a beautiful play by my opponent. Great play. Yep. Alright, Amoonguss gets some leftover recovery, and I'm pretty sure Tailwind is done. Wait, we still have another turn of... What? We have another turn of Tailwind. Alright, well, I'm returning the crap out of that Salamence, and I'm actually going to go for the Spore? Okay. Just in case his Salamence switches out into... No. Okay, I'm trying to think. Excadrill in the sand is really fast, and it's not choiced. So he can go for the Iron Head, get flinches. He can Earthquake. He can Rock Slide. He can do all that stuff. He's not going to Earthquake because Tyranitar, if he switches out. So I'm going to go for the Spore on the Excadrill slot. He returns Salamence. I should have Spored. I should have Spored Tyranitar. Because Tyranitar has fighting type moves. Rock Slide, I hate you. Every time this thing goes for Rock Slide, it always flinches me. Watch. Alright, this isn't going to do much. Actually does a really good... That's a crit. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Now I can just Sucker Punch it. Spore does connect. Yes, I'm getting so lucky right now. Okay. This Tyranitar has to go for a move. If he switches out, that'll be really problematic. So what I'm going to do, just to be safe, I'm going to Sucker Punch Tyranitar, and I'm going to Spore that slot as well. Because if he predicts the Sucker Punch and switches out, which he does, I get to put the Salamence to sleep. And the following turn, I can bring in the Suicune. Okay, that was a really good turn. Amoonguss is putting in some great work here. Alright, actually I'm going to keep Suicune back there because the Sandstorm is gone. I'm going to just... Hopefully the Excadrill doesn't wake up. If it does... No, I'm actually going to switch out this... I'm actually going to switch out this Amoonguss. I need to put on some pressure, so I'm going to bring in this Suicune. Alright, it doesn't look like he swapped out with his Excadrill. Hopefully he did not protect. Looks like the Salamence are protected. Actually, no, it's uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is gonna do big damage. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Wow. Life Orb Excadrill, that power almost takes out both my Mons. Okay. So all I have to do here... Oh no, the sandstorm! Okay. Whew! Alright, so I can just Sucker Punch the Tyranitar, and I'm going to Ice Beam the Salamence. Wait. Wait a minute. He can actually win. Oh, crap. Because Salamence one-shots Amoonguss easily. And I don't have Protect on Amoonguss. And this Ice Beam is not going to KO. It's not. I feel it. I know that Salamence is not very specially defensive, but it still is a bulky Pokemon. Ugh, crap. Alright, it stays asleep. That's good. I do connect with the Sucker Punch. Alright, Tyranitar's gone. Okay. Let's see how much Ice Beam does. Come on, ×4. It does knock it out! Wow. See, the reason why I thought it wouldn't knock it out is because I'm not invested at all in special attack. But Suicune's showing there that it's a good Pokemon. Man, that Sandstorm really scared me. Again, I feel like I could have played that game a lot better. I made a big mistake at the beginning, letting Garchomp die at the beginning of the game, because I feel like if I did have Garchomp, it would have been much easier for me to deal with his Excadrill and his Tyranitar. So yeah, those were the two battles for today. I'm gonna try and upload as often as possible. Again, if you guys, honestly, the reason why I'm doing these videos is so that I can get better myself. As you can see, I'm not the best Pokemon player, but I want people's feedback, okay? I want other Pokemon players, VGC format like you guys, to really help me and help other people at this channel grow by giving feedback, telling me what plays I should have made, stuff like that. So without further ado, I'm going to go have my lunch right now, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, okay? I know it's been a while, but I do plan on uploading more frequently, alright? Okay, so I'm gonna go now. Bye.